Whatever you say to someone watching who is still a little skeptical about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Coinbase, or any of these investments, the technology behind them has been a huge hit with mainstream investors. But what do you say to that person who still doesn't see how this currency could work? When it's not backed by, say, the Federal Reserve, it's not backed by the government unless you're in El Salvador. Go ahead and take that back. If you still don't get it, I can't help you. We went from a strange strategy called rat poison to this one. You may remember that thing as a Ponzi scheme. It's for bad guys. It's for shady coders all the way up to a nation-state using it as money. No one in your life, your parents' life, or your grandparents' life has ever seen a new legal tend to be made from scratch. If you're still not sure, don't buy it anymore and just watch us. Whole new money market without you, and then you'll have to tell your kids why you let the biggest move happen. That time in your financial past when you did nothing to change it, don't let that happen to you again. The Coin Cruise. Check out Bitcoin Bros 101 before we start to see Sean's return to the world of Bitcoin videos. Now that we have our social media links, we're going to make some ebooks and classes just for you. You can also become a premium Patreon member. Also pinned in the comment below to get right to it. Crypto expert Bitcoin is once again above a very important support level. This is called a perfect trend line bounce, which has been in place since October of last year. Look at this. Let's check out what went down. You can find the key tools he's talking about here. Take a look at what just happened here. We went back down to this level and hit this green line going up. The question now is, how high do we jump every time we see this? Okay, so this is the first time since Blackback last year. As of the last time we checked, prices were going down, but then they went back up 85.5% of the time. How high can we go? 91% is almost 92%. Let's look at the high point. You got 85% and 90%, which is almost 92%. So let's meet in the middle and say that the average is about 88%. Let's be safe and use the low end. 85% of from here on out, Bitcoin goes up another 85%. What should we expect? Let's look at it. 85% of them will take Bitcoin all the way up to $100,000. Are you going to try that $100,000 mark on the next run-up that everyone has been waiting for? Let's look at how long it took for this to play out each time. The first time from when I hit bottom to when we saw that peak, it took about 92 days. This time from when we saw that peak to when I hit bottom, it took about 51 days, giving you 3 months and 2 months. Could this happen faster than people think? Take a look here, T. That means we have to wait another 51 days. What do we see? We see sometime around June. If we add another 90 days, this could stretch all the way to August of this year. So there will be some kind of huge move to the upside over the next few months. The 20-day and 200-day moving averages were pretty close to each other before. There wasn't much of a gap between them. That means there's still more room to go up. Crypto Prop is giving his opinion on the 3 altcoins again, so I hope you're paying attention. Are you all for it? We're coming into this falling wedge pattern in a bullish way and just paying attention to the levels of support and resistance. Right now, when you come into this in a bullish way, you trade ahead for a bit and then come out in the same way. Or this trade, you enter with the price moving sideways. This is where the technical goal is. To find this, you measure the distance between the light body sticks swing low and swing high. If you keep pulling this up, you can see that it will go up to about $824 billion in market value for all 3 coins. That's another 25 to 26% swing to the upside. There could be big changes in the alts in the coming weeks and months. If you look at the total market value of all cryptocurrencies, you can see that we've had a perfect back test and kiss. Let's take a closer look at how this 20 moving average is going. We finally got to this, and as you can see, it's just a reset of the RSI. As long as prices stay above macro support, there will be a continuation to the upside. This means that there will be a huge move to the upside. You can see this as a possible shoulder head with a few micro shoulders on the other side, or you can see it as a huge cup pattern with the handle that's forming and the blast off to the top. The technical goals take us to a market capitalization of about $10 trillion or 1980 trillion dollars. We hope you're ready to go now. Now let's hear what Raoul has to say about the market right now. Let Raoul speak. What's going on now? What's wrong with crypto? The same reason techs have been shaking. It's all about cash. Remember that I told you everything there is to know about this guide, and those of you in Real Vision Pro Macro and even Pro Crypto. Kevin Kelly and I talked about it in Pro Crypto yesterday. Cryptocurrencies, in particular, are driven by how liquid they are. Injecting or withdrawing cash is easiest to do in this case. Based on the liquidity side, I was able to correctly predict that the bottom would be in 2022. The forward-looking parts and the liquidity cycle will last well into 2025. As a result, I have nothing to worry about, and we are now looking at the changes in cash. If you look at the US cash, you can see that air pocket is happening. It's because of the Fed's balance sheet, which they've been adding to QT. They've been tightening and making it harder to get cash. But the Treasury has made up for that by taking money out of the reverse repo. As a counterbalance to what the QT was doing, the reverse repo is being used. At the same time, Janet Yellen is in charge of the Treasury General Accounts, which are the US government's cash. She has been working on that, but these have meant the liquidity based back in 2022, and it's been going up a little. The everything code cycle taught you that there is no way to pay for something. This market is going to explode to the upside as soon as there is support. It's not a real effect yet, but it will happen. My name is Sean, and I'm with the Bitcoin guys. If you like this content, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. That makes everyone happy today. I'm leaving.